Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic farming and we've reached episode 69. We are so close to the big 7-0. Now I am jumping in a new truck this morning and might not look new because we have another one just like it on Calm Farm, but this is new. So we have 4 trucks on Calm Farm now, 2 MANs and 2 Tatra Phoenixes. And you'll notice I've got the animal trailer attached. That's because we've got some pigs to sell. We've got 30 pigs that have reached the maximum age and price and have just reproduced. So they are at the peak time to sell for us. Nordic is on his way down to the production zone because we are going to be placing a new silo down there this morning. And that silo is going to kind of replace and enhance our existing farm silo because it's such a big land mass. We need 2 silos to cover the land space. And then we have got a field to harvest. The soybeans is all ready to rock and roll, so we can get the Colossus harvesters ready, but not before we've sold some piggies. So we've got 10 German Landrace at 1200. 10 Bentheim Black Pied, and 10 Berkshire, and all 3 sets have successfully just reproduced, so peak time to sell. There are other pigs at 1200, but they are 25% into reproduction, so we will let them finish so we can get some more piglets from them. Right, let's set off to the market and get our piggies sold. Now you'll see a bin in the distance parked up ready for our harvest. And yes, Cowman and Pig Farm were all forage harvest last time. We cut the maize, the corn from them, and that went into the fermenting silo and down into the bunker at the BGA. And that made a cool 3.8 million litres of chaff. Some of that's fermenting in the bunker and some of it's fermenting in the silo. And that's topping up a nice feed into the BGA, but at some point we will have to get the milling machine and transport it from the bunker once it's fermented. Right, we have made it to the animal dealer. I just need to spin around and back up. Here we go. 3 batches sold and 12 grand a batch. So 36,000. Fantastic. Head back to the yard and swap the animal trailer for one of the Daimler trailers. So we're ready to cart some soybeans. Trailer dropped off and we can switch to the Daimler. Right, we've set our auto driver off. They're going to drive to the new waypoint we've set at Southbank Field, which is extended. This is the first time we're harvesting it. Now it's bigger. And whilst it's doing that, we might as well take one of our harvesters down to Southbank, and we'll come and get the other one if Nordic is not ready yet. Beacons on. This is a massive beast. Certainly is oversized, this. It is massive. Barely fits on my screen. Right, so we can just pull up here and go fetch the other harvester. And second harvester down here now, just getting the trucks in position for the carting. Right, whilst we wait for the trucks to get into position, we are going to set up a courseplay driver to plough Cowman Field, which we forage harvested last time. And that's because Nordic and I need a bit of assistance really. There's too many jobs on Calm Farm now for just the 2 of us. So it's nice that we can get some help with the field prep. We'll grab this plough and get them set up. Right, I've set a course for our course play driver. I'm going to click play and hopefully he's going to venture off to the first waypoint, which is somewhere over here. And then he's going to make a start. So let's see how he gets on. He's in starting position, getting unfolded. And he is set to do rows first and then come and finish with 2 headlands. So we'll let him get underway. There he goes. Fantastic. Back in the harvester. So we can fire up, detach the header trailer and get into position to pick up this behemoth header that is here. It is rather wide, and I'll have to set up the GPS so we're good for the rows of Southbank. Now, you can see in the distance just how big Southbank field really is. It is absolutely colossus. And what's nice is we're going to have our ploughing going on in the next field up to look at whilst we are harvesting. So, Nordic and I are ready. Southbank harvest is underway. So, we're going to try and get it all done and see you when we're finished. Last triangle harvested. So we can switch off. Got 63% in the hopper. 19,000 litres. This harvester can take quite a lot. Now our auto drivers have been busy ferrying the soybeans to the new silo. And we haven't checked out the new silo yet, so we will go see it. But let's get this last bit deposited, and we're probably going to leave the harvesters out so they are ready for next month when the crops in Lakeside and Lakeview field will be ready to harvest. I think we've got canola in Lakeside, but can't quite remember what is in Lakeview. So we will have a nice surprise next time. But after this harvest, Nordic and I are now going to focus our attention on another harvest. But as you might have seen, our poplar in Bridgeway field has turned a nice brown colour. So that means it is ready to harvest, which is good news. We've been waiting a long time for the poplar to be ready, and now it's ready. Nordic and I just can't wait to get on with the harvest. So despite there being a lot of field prep to do, we have got Arrow Down field, which is our newest area, and we still haven't limed it because we got busy with the forage harvest last time and obviously wanted to get started with the harvest this time. So we will have to wait on the field prep, but it makes sense for us to stagger the jobs and sort of crunch them together. So we're doing all the field prep tasks across the various fields in one go, rather than having to drag equipment in and out of the yard. Alright, looks like Nordic is still going here. I think perhaps we can help him out by tidying this section over here, because there were a couple of bits which did not harvest, and that's probably because of the undulation of the ground. The headland seems to be the most riveted, but never mind, we can get this seen too. Perhaps we'll give Nordic a helping hand. There we go, that's done then. So we can drop the header off on this trailer. I think this was our one. And yeah, I think we want to come at it from this angle. I'm going to race over and pass Nordic, give him a toot, and get the last remnants dropped off in the mother bin. Well, this harvester has a very long auger pipe. You can tell more when the header is not attached. There we go, we can get the harvesters parked up and proceed with our poplar. We'll have to send some of these chaps back to the yard with the mother bins and trailers. There we go, and we can park up here. Fantastic job. It's a bit dirty, but we can clean it off after we've done the other harvests. Okay, so we are over at our new silo that's in our production zone, and it's on this side of the road, so it's where our root crop storage and pig food factory is. And yeah, it's quite fitting because it's a drive-through silo, so our lorries can come in at either side and drop in quite easily. Now we are still using the Daimler trailers, which don't have a high tip unload, because there is a pipe here where I assume we can load up our trailers. But yep, the Optiliners could work in here. We'll probably have to give them a go. But let's see what we've got so far. So soybeans, 360,000 litres, and that's about to go up a little bit more as well. Somehow we got 685 litres of potatoes, don't ask me how. And some silage in here as well. That's interesting. Maybe this is taking a feed from some of our other buildings. So we've worked out the reason it's got sugar beet, potatoes and silage in it is it's because it's taking a feed from some of our other productions. So the fermenting silo for silage, the open garden for potatoes and sugar beets. So we need to set this to distribute on to the other productions, which I will do now. Here we are. So in the menu we can see we've got 425,000 litres of soybeans, which is a pretty good haul. And I have now set our sugar beet, our potatoes and our silage to distributing. So any of those types of crop that wind their way into this silo will then get distributed onto the other productions. Okay, it seems like you can sell wood from here as well, which is pretty handy. Right, Nordic and I have got a poplar harvest to be getting on with, so let's get started. So we'll jump in this truck, and the plan is we are going to have a courseplay driver doing the poplar harvesting, and Nordic and I are going to be running carters. So we'll get this truck and trailer over there and ready, and then we can go and fetch another one. Here we go, a nice brown poplar field. And the biomass heating plant is here, which is where our poplar is going to wind up. And it's going to be harvested and turned into wood chips, and those wood chips are going to be put in here to turn into electricity. So yep, that's why Bridgeway Field was given poplar, so it is very, very close. So we are going to be leaving the mother bins and other trucks out in the field, but I am nicking this Tatra Phoenix to do some of the carting from poplar. And this is why Bridgeway is called Bridgeway, because it leads to the bridge. Surprise, surprise. Right, we are ready with 2 trucks, so we're just waiting on Nordic to come down with the forage harvester, for which he's had to buy a special header. And we can see our courseplay worker has done a fantastic job of ploughing Cowman Field, although there's a little bit of a slither on the corner over there, but not to worry. Done a good job overall, I'd say. Saved us some time as well. And here is Nordic with our forage harvester and this header. Let's have a look at it. So it is the Lizard Pop 6X, and this is going to harvest the poplar for us. Nordic's just setting up the courseplay driver so we can follow them and do the carting. So this is not a conventional poplar harvester, and it is a much wider and more efficient means of harvesting poplar, and it's going to turn all of this into wood chips, which is fantastic, and that's going to come firing out the end of the forage harvester, so we can jump in the Tatra and be first to receive. And once we have a full load, we will be driving to the biomass heating plant. Now I'm not sure how quickly this is going to load. It could be very quick because our driver's going to be operating very speedily. There we go. Yeah, working our way through the percentages. But we're going to get this all done, ferried to the biomass heating plant, and we'll see you when we're all finished. And there's Nordic lined up for the last row with the forage harvester. And I've come away with not a full load, but wanted Nordic to be able to just take the last bit there. But yes, that's the poplar all harvested now. So fantastic news. Now this supposedly should regrow on its own, so we won't have to come and drill it again. The only thing we will have to do is probably come and herbicide it and fertilize it with some means, either spraying or solid fertilizer. But you'll notice that our carting runs haven't been going to the biomass heating plant. You can hear Nordic's comical horn there. But yes, the loads have been going to our new silo, and that's because the biomass heating plant seems to have a finicky unload spot. I think Nordic is trying to ram the truck into the wood chips being deposited. But there we go, he's impatient. It's flashing me now, telling me to hurry up. But yes, we have got all the wood chips in the silo, and we can set the silo to distribute. And it's probably worth mentioning that this silo works as a production rather than just a basic silo, so that is pretty good. But yeah, all the poplars in there, so let's see how much we've got. So wood chips are here, and we've got 577,331 litres. Fantastic, and that's been distributing, so we should have some in the biomass heating plant, wherever that is. Here it is. And oh my goodness, we have got 897,402 litres. So combined, that's 1,443,066 litres of wood chips. Fantastic. So that is distributing to the biomass heating plant, and we can activate that now. So it's going to start turning that into electricity. Now we need to take a look at our soybeans as well. So we collected 425,000 litres from Southbank field, and then we had an extra 100,000 odd in the farm silo up top of the map. So we have ferried it down here using an auto driver. So we've got 545,000 litres of soybeans. And the good news is that it is the best sell price this month. So what we can do is set this to sell, and that will sell on the hour. So as we can see, the money has jumped up. Let's see how much we earned. Woohoo! $1,895,304. I think that's all from our soybeans. I'm not sure what other crops we have sold today. We of course sold some pigs, and yes, got 36,000, so that's pretty good. But yeah, all in all, a good day for Calm Farm. But that is it. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And if you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, feel free to leave a comment. Hope to see you again next time on Calmlands. And until then, we'll catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.